What do you think, man? All right, so we're on day 12. Day 12 is almost done of the Nystatin treatment. I think by this point, hopefully, all fungal agents have been eradicated by this fantastic liquid. And we're feeling good. Initially, when I started this, when I started to see the natural path, I'd sort of run out of ideas. What's going on, bro? Yeah, what's up? What's up, bloof? What are you doing? All right, sorry. So I'd gone to the natural path basically just because I'd run out of options. I had this consistent body high, and that was possibly due to drinking 16-ounce 3-shot mochas every day and then a top pot donut. It's fair to say that that had somewhat of an influence. So given the Nystatin, which is to treat the antifungal, which is associated with the candida overgrowth, still putting those things together, not totally clear how that shakes. But I think cutting sugars out, I did watch a video on someone who talked about adult ADHD, and this gentleman was trying to control his symptoms with his diet. And I think we're starting to learn a lot about the gut, how the gut is the second brain, if you will, of your body. And the better you treat your gut, just the better off overall you will feel. I think so far that's proven out, at least in my case. You know, it's almost like I can't even imagine having a Coke right now. That would probably blow my fingers off my body. And I don't even know if it would, I don't even know, I'm trying to imagine what that would taste like in terms of sugar. And now, like I mentioned before, a good friend of mine talked about eating just apple slices for now. I'm supposed to keep my glycemic index much lower than it was. It was pretty high. And so apple slices, not drinking, have been really good for at least my physiology. I'm still working on the fatigue. I mentioned yesterday about the sort of the TARP analogy, how we use stimulants and other things in our lives to feel better. And part of the idea was to get an expert. Well, it turns out I just patched my roof myself, and hopefully with enough wet cement, tar, it'll hold up. We'll see. Hasn't rained yet, but I don't know. Creeping out of my light, waiting for the drip. It's not going to happen though. I hope so. Anyway, so of course, with a dire situation that you have in your life, you want to find people who can help you. So I called like 10 counselors, and fortunately today, 4 of them called me back, and we got some appointments next week. So whatever path you're on, definitely make it a point to get as much help as you can. Don't isolate yourself. I'm sort of naturally introverted, so I really like my time alone, but I think I've had too much time alone. It's driving me crazy. But it's gonna be all right though. One thing at a time, right? So that's about it. Like I said, Nystatin tastes like licorice hand lotion. For about 4 or 5 days, you're going to be probably effed. You're going to have some body sores, or there's other, maybe rashes. I didn't get any rashes. And then from there, once it's, I guess, worked through your system, then it's magic. It's biological magic. Hopefully you start feeling better, just as I have. So at this point, I guess, whether a placebo or not, I'd highly recommend it. If you're facing physiologic body highs, those seem to have gone away. But like I said, that could also be because I cut out a lot of processed sugars and foods. Anyway, space fact for today: the aircraft that the ESA launched crashed on Mars, which is very sad. But I thought I would just mention that. I thought we would pour a little beer out, a little water out for the rover not the rover, for the pod that was supposed to fire its jets and slowly descend and land onto the planet. It looks like the jets fired very briefly and then it slammed into Mars. But they do have another satellite now rocking its way around that planet. So at some point, you know, we're going to Mars. Like, it's happening. And right now, if you're 12 or 15 or 8 and you see this and one day you're actually on Mars watching this, I salute you. Because I wish I could go. Not really. That'd be crazy. And there's nothing there. It's just rock. But I'm sure we're terraforming soon enough. Anyway, try to get to a counselor. I'm going to go to all my meetings next week. And I guess counseling is like dating. You want to find the right match. You want to find someone that you can work with. And perhaps I'll just continue doing some videos. Just because it's been honestly pretty therapeutic for me, just to sort of get the feelers out, talk about stress, your struggles. It's nice to watch videos of someone who's struggling too, because it makes you feel better. Because if things get better, then that means you can get better. So anyway, have a good day.